I saw Romeo and Juliet last month, and this is a rundown of the seating. The Circle in the Square Theater is pretty small, and the show, how it's set up, is really interactive. So you have the cast actually running through all the aisles and just interacting and getting really close to the audience. We sat in E403 and 405, which people have been saying is Rachel's side of the show. So she just spends a lot of time in that area in general, and she gets really close to the audience. Without giving too much away, some of the actors climb onto the door frames of the exits, which end up being really close. That was when Rachel was almost right next to me. I sat right next to the DJ. Just something to keep in mind: if you sit on the ends, you won't get the side view of the bed. So when Kit does his iconic pull-up, I saw his back. You don't get the side view of the bed. So when other stuff happens, we didn't really get to see it that well. Since everything was so small and intimate, I felt like I still saw the show and experienced it just as well as anybody who was on the side. Just because it is a circle, you feel like there isn't a bad side. There's one floor seat around here that Kit interacts with the person who's sitting there. And if you're able to get standing room, you get a chance to interact with him too. I use a website called A View from My Seat to see exactly what my view will be from that seat. As for the show, it's very much Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. The vibe is set up for the show to be an interactive experience from the start, so right when you walk into the lobby, it's set up like a club, which is kind of the setting, or it's a party, which is the setting of the show. There are a couple songs and a few changes to the original dialogue, but overall, I'd say the vibe was pretty funny. So this is actually the view from my seat. This is the railing to that doorway where Rachel would be. And if you can see on the other side, this is Kit's side. So if you're anywhere here, you'll get really close to him. I love the show. I thought the set design, the colors, the outfits, and just the vibrancy of everything was really, really beautiful. It's just such an amazing Broadway experience. And I think if you can see it before it ends in February, you should.